Morning children, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to our online class. How are you all today? Today is Monday, 25th January 2021. The class children with the lesson A Hero. Read the following proverb and answer the following questions. Fortune favors the brave. This is a very old proverb. You may have heard this proverb before. Do you know what it means? Tell the class why the government rewards the brave and adventurous children. Oral discourse talk on bravery of a boy or girl who have shown an act of bravery. Real incident collection from newspaper, magazine, or stories. Fortune means luck, right? First one, which is written in red on the computer screens. Fortune. Fortune means brave. Favors. Fortune means luck. Favors like positive. It is on the brave side. Fortune favors the brave. If you are brave enough, lucky enough, good enough, hardworking only, you will get a gift or some good in life. Bravery. Now, according to this story, this proverb is written starting in the first lesson, on the first page of this lesson, because it is something about bravery. Like when fire catches somewhere, one of the boy, like a hero, a boy or a girl, isn't it? They jump and they help out the people, or when there is any accident, someone calls an ambulance and handle the situation. That is a point of bravery. Or something real incident, someone is falling down, have fallen down from the third floor building, or some accident on the road, okay, something like that, and you become brave boy or a girl and help them out, go in good positive way to help them and go along with them and follow them and find a solution to it. It means brave thing you are doing. It is not like that if we see someone dying on the road, why should we go in between them? Isn't it? Some feel like that. But you should help it out. You should favor the brave. Fortune favors the brave. What do we see in the our lesson reading part? I hope you all do reading, isn't it? Do with me the reading of the lesson. Understand it. Improve your reading, listening, reading, speaking, writing skills, children. Father was sitting under the hall lamp and reading the newspaper. Got it? He looked over the newspaper and said, Swami, listen to this. Father is talking to his son Swami. News has been received about the bravery of a village lad boy. A lady lad means boy. Young boy. Who was returning home by a jungle path. A boy was returning home from his jungle path. What he did? When he was in the middle of the jungle, he came face to face with a tiger. Some incident. Got it? Now you all have to do also as a homework. If you have seen any incident, or if you know, if your friend, cousin in your home, anyone have done any brave acts incident, write it in your paper and send me as, take the picture and send me as homework. Write neatly with proper English, good words, spellings, and start with capital letter, finish the sentence with full stop, commas, apostrophe, commas neatly, like 7th grade children, okay? The newspaper gave a detailed account of boy's fight with the tiger. Brave incidents are written in the newspaper. It was described how the boy flew up a tree when he very stayed half a day at last. Some people became that way and killed the tiger. After reading it through, father looked at Swami fixedly. Isn't it? We are also motivated to do. We also listen something. We also want to do something, and we become automatically brave in few seconds. Isn't it? After reading something good. After reading it through, father looked at Swami fixedly and asked, "What do you think? What do you say to that?" "I think he must have been a very strong and grown up person, not a boy at all," said Swami. "How could a boy fight a tiger?" He's worried. He's questioning his dad. "You think you know better than the newspaper," father said. Crossly, "a man may have the strength of an elephant, and yet be a coward. Coward as afraid, scared, isn't it? Another may be a very skeleton, very slim, very thin, but he has a real courage. He can do anything. Courage is everything. Strength and age doesn't matter much. Now father is explaining the boy. How can that be? Said Swami. He's a small boy. He's not understanding how he fought with the tiger and all. Suppose I had a lot of courage, but what could I do if a tiger attacked? Now let's see what happens in the story. It's an interesting story, right? He hoped at first that father was only joking. He tried to change the topic by saying, Father, our captain says we shall have some elders only in the cricket club. Now the boy is scared also, and he wants to talk to father also related to something else, but about cricket club, school, general knowledge information he is giving to his father. He asked me to tell you. We'll see about that later. Father cut in. Hereafter you must sleep alone. Now onwards, you must sleep alone. From the first of the next month, I'll sleep alone. Swami said very humbly, trying to please his father. This boy is scared now. No, you must do it right from today, said father. Sternly, very angrily. Sleeping beside granny or mother like a baby is disgraceful. You are now in 5th standard. The boy is little fellow only, right? Poor fellow, 5th standard. I don't know. I don't like the way you are being brought up. Now father makes a decision. From now you are going to sleep alone. Father lifted the newspaper to see his face and started reading it again. Swami rose quietly from his place and tiptoed to his bed in the porch. He went away to the bed. Granny was sitting up in her bed, and she said, Boy, are you really already feeling sleepy today? Don't you want to hear a story? Isn't it that the Rani tells, let's start story and all. Swami made no reply. He threw himself on the bed and pulled the blanket over his face. He was angry. He laid the blanket on the face. Don't cover your face, said Granny. Are you really so sleepy? Swami uncovered his face. Swami moved the blanket a little and whispered, Please, please, Granny, don't talk to me, and don't let anyone disturb me even if the house is on fire. Please don't disturb me. Already he is disturbed from his father's angry words, isn't it? Of him sleeping alone. Now he's angry and he wants to sleep. I shall perhaps die if I don't sleep at once. Then he turned over and curled under the blanket. He started snoring but soon found his blanket pulled away. Got it? He started acting as if he's sleeping, but his father came. Father was standing over him. Get up, Swami, father commanded. He looked like a ghost in the semi-darkness of the porch. Swami stirred and groaned as if in sleep, as if he was sleeping. Get up, Swami, his father said. A second time. Why do you disturb him? Granny pleaded. Get up, Swami, said father for the third time, and Swami got up. Father rolled up his blanket and took it under his arm and said, Come with me. Swami looked at Granny, hesitated for the moment. He doesn't want to sleep alone. He was scared. And then followed his father into the office room. Let me sleep in the hall, father, Swami pleaded. Your office room is very dusty and there may be scorpions behind your law books. He's making reasons, isn't it? Right? It is dusty office room and there are scorpions or something dirty. But father listens to him, do you think? No. Can I have a lamp burning in the room? No, said the father. You must learn to be brave. You must not be afraid of darkness. It is only a question of habit. Will you at least leave the room door open? Swami said very humbly. Worried, right? All right, said father. But promise you won't roll up your bed and go to your granny's side at night. If you do it, I will tell your teacher and make you the laughing stock of the school. Okay, got it? What his father told. Swami was pained and angry. He got angry. He did not like the cruelty of his father and was showing to him. He cursed the newspaper that had printed the tiger story. The boy was angry on the story which was printed in the paper. He wished that the tiger had not spared the boy. That night, what happened? The night advanced and the silence in the room deepened. Swami's heart began to beat faster. He remembered all the stories of devils and ghosts he had heard. He has almost faint with fear. He was remembering all bad things, isn't it? Ghosts and all, devils. Swami hurriedly got up and spread his bed under the bench and crouched there. It seemed to be a much safer place. He shut his eyes tight and what he did? Encased himself in his blanket. Got it? Unknown to him, Swami fell asleep. He was sleepy, he slept. Swami tried hard to escape his feet. Got it? Could not move. He was very scared. He tried to open his eyes, but his eyelids would not open. He groaned in despair. He slept. He got asleep. At last, using utmost effort, he opened his eyes. He put his hand out to feel his granny's presence, as was his habit. He was searching for his granny, but he only touched the wooden leg of the bench. At once his lonely state came back to him. He shook in fear. This boy was scared. He was small only. He was fifth grade student, and closed his eyes. He heard a little rustling noise in the room. So what happened that time? Swami had bitten the knee of the notorious housebreaker, and the police was grateful to him. Now you're also brave, right? When father returned home from the club that night, he asked, "Where is the boy? He is asleep so early. He didn't have a wink of sleep the whole of last night," said Swami's mother. Isn't it? He was scared and he caught the thief also. Now he's a brave boy. Where is he sleeping? In his usual place, sleeping beside his granny again. Got it? Father exclaimed, "That is why he wanted to be asleep before I return home." Clever boy, isn't it? Let him sleep where he likes, mother said angrily. Mother was angry. There's a soft corner for every mother for his child, isn't it? He needn't risk his life again. All right, pamper him and spoil him as much as you like, father mumbled as he walked away to his room. Swami was following the whole conversation from under the blanket. He was listening everything. See, clever boy, no? He felt a great relief to hear his father's giving him story. Now see the question. First question, homework. According to the newspaper's report, who fought with the tiger? Write the answers by evening and send me. Second question, can you say that Swami's father read the news to his son? Okay, children? Evening, send the answers. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. See you in next class.